Hi. Um, your video touched me, and um, I just uploaded a video that I think is very important to my to some of my goals here on my main channel. So I'm using my little vlogging channel to make this to you, and that's cool because I kind of want this to be a more um, I guess a more intimate discussion. Um, I know it's hard for you. It must be very hard for you traveling in the circles that you kind of mix in and being a Christian. Um, and I can only speak for myself and of myself, and that's what I'm going to do here. But to be honest, dude, I have a lot of anger toward Christianity. A lot of anger. I mean, I can't even begin to touch on it. And the thing is, I know people in real life that are kind of like you in that they're Christians, but they're very tolerant of LGBT people, and they support women's rights and a woman's right to abortion, and all of these things. But they go to the churches that don't. And I think you said that you don't go to one of those churches, but you know, like the closest Christian friend I have in real life, she told me, "Oh, I go to this church. It's non-denominational, and it's just really cool, and they're really accepting, and I give this percent for the charity." And so I looked into the church, and I looked into the charities they support, and lo and behold, that church she's going to is cool with gay people going there, and they don't. But then they're part of the charities they're supporting are those anti-LGBT disinformation spreading about sex workers and and they're the shit that I talk about, charities. And so even though the charity, she thinks she's going to a cool church that's not like that, that church is sending money to organizations that are fighting against my rights and the people's rights that I fight for. So there's one. Just going to a cool church doesn't mean that, and donating to them doesn't mean that you're not hurting someone. But let's just assume that your church is not about that. Let's not even, it makes me want to pull my hair out sometimes, because I know people like you and people like my friend, that are Christians, that don't believe all the shit that's being pushed, but they're sort of the very quiet Christians. And like you said, it's like you don't talk much about your Christianity in circles like the ones you travel here on YouTube. But dude, I'm just gonna spit it out honestly. What I really wish. I really wish some of the Christians like you, who don't think in bigoted ways like the people who are, the biblical dominionists trying to push their shit into our government, would stand up to those people and say, no, you're shitting on the God that I believe in. You're making us look bad. People hate us. I'm embarrassed to be a Christian sometimes because of your actions and how you're using it, and you need to stop. And I would like, oh, dude, oh, God, I'm like, I would curl my toes at watching a Christian like you really engage with all of your intellectual ninja shit, some of these fundy Christians that are just shitting all over Christianity and debate them into the fucking ground. That's what I would like to see. And I'm not telling you to stir up shit within your Christian peeps, but dude, I mean, honestly, it's like the cool Christians like you and my friend exist, but you keep your Christianity quiet in our circles, and then in your little Christian circles, it's like you don't engage. Or like here on YouTube, I don't see you engaging with some of the bigoted people that are using your religion in fucked up ways and taking it to them. And I know you might be thinking that, well, it's easier said than done. Let me tell you, I mean, when I came to YouTube, oh, my camera just switched. When I came to YouTube feminism was dominated by the antis. There's a reason that the antis hate me. There's a reason that certain antis hate me more than others. I'll put one of those reasons in the low bar if you want to check it out. But when I came to YouTube, not only did I see them spreading disinformation about the sex industry that I had been involved in with their feminism, but I also saw that they were using their feminism to bully other people. And a lot of people on YouTube when I got here hated feminism. I mean, a lot of them still do. I'm not going to lie. And I'm not trying to be like, yeah, popping the collar. I'm just speaking frankly with you. There are a lot of people that hated feminism when I got here because of those particular antis that don't hate feminism anymore. Because they saw a feminist stand up to the other feminists and how they were using feminism to abuse people. I took a lot of shit for that. I mean, you've been around my channel for a while, so you kind of know some of the abuse that I've taken from these people. And so I'm not wishing that on you because I know it is a really, really hard road to go down. You take a lot of abuse, you take a lot of shit. But you know what? If you don't want people to hate Christianity, then the people who are taking the Christianity that you love and using it as a bat to bash us over the head with, honestly, I don't think that people are going to buy it until they see Christians like you taking that bat out of their hands and saying, not anymore. And I don't see that. Maybe I just miss it. But I'm subscribed to your channel. And, there are a lot of, fundy Christian channels out there spreading disinformation and talking shit about whores and what have you. Like, what's her name? Sister Sunshine. And her home-wrecking whore shit. And there's a lot of hate coming from those people. And I don't see you engaging them. And, and maybe that's just not in your nature to engage people like that. And if it's not in your nature to engage, people in our circles that you don't like the way they talk about Christianity, and it's not in your nature to engage Christians who are using that thing that you hold so dear to be abusive to others, then what are you doing? You can't get frustrated about something that you're doing nothing about. And, if I'm wrong and you are doing stuff about it and I don't know, I apologize. I seriously apologize. I'm just guessing here. And going from what I know from your channel. But Christianity has caused a lot of pain. And I know coming from your side of it, you're thinking, well, it's also helped a lot of pain too. That may be so. But that kind of Christianity is sort of wielded by people like you who I don't see doing much about the other kind of Christianity. And so I'm like, okay, you're there. Great. So what? How does that help me when these people are trying to push bill after bill after bill after bill to erode my rights away and turn me into a fucking broodmare for patriarchy again? I mean, Joseph Pitts with the HR 358 tried to pass a bill where if a woman was pregnant and she went to the emergency room and she needed an abortion or she would die, if it went against the doctor's conscience to give her an abortion, he would let her die. He could let her die. They're introducing bills like that. And yeah, it makes me really fucking angry. That pisses me the fuck off. And, it's yeah, you know. Or when I see videos and pictures of what's his face, the God hates fag sign guy, that guy, and I know there's one or two people that I'm subscribed to that are Christian, and when I see that kind of shit, and the only people that are really speaking out aggressively against that kind of shit are atheists that I'm subscribed to, and not the Christians. It's kind of like you're compliant through your quietness. And I really hope what I'm saying is not hurting your feelings, because I don't mean to. This is something I've been needing to get off my chest for a long time. And I'm telling you because you seem like one of the few Christians that I can talk to. And I really want to have this conversation with someone. I want to see secular Christians who are for LGBT rights and women's rights. I want to see you aggressively fighting the way your religion is being abused and used as a tool of oppression. I want to see that so bad. You don't know how bad. I just wish somebody would come out and give me a reason to believe in you guys and not to hate you guys. I really want that. And with as uh, as intelligent as you are, I know if you decided to do that, you could decimate all of them and all of their bigotry. But I don't know. I hope that I haven't hurt your feelings. I don't mean to. I really want someone to give me a reason to believe in you guys and not to be angry. I really want that. But it is what it is. So, thanks for listening.